these Nomad packs. We could just put them on, keep our water in them. We did a lot of back and forth, hiking, pushing, towing. And so we thought we'd do a video on just how you pop this thing off. There's 2 buckles on the front here. So if you're gassing up, it just takes a second to flip it back and you got your gas tank right there. To fully take the bag off, there's just these lower mounts that are semi-permanent on your bike. They go on with heavy-duty zip ties that ship with the bag. So these things live on your bike. And so the bag is off, turn it into a backpack. Just pull the straps right out of this sleeve that's kind of between the bag and the pad. And you take this D-ring and you click it in there. The other one on the other side. And they pivot so you don't have to worry about getting the straps twisted. Now the thing is a totally legitimate backpack. It almost feels like a mountain bike backpack. And the lower mount straps turn into your waist strap, and you can totally adjust those if you need to tighten them or anything like that. And now I have a fully functional hiking backpack with water and everything I need in it. And now to put it back on, you just do it all in reverse, obviously. So I won't do that whole thing, but it just takes a few seconds. Stuff those back in. And this right here, so this is kind of what I call the collar. It's like a dog collar. It goes around the steering yoke. So any bike will have a steering yoke, or you can get it down under the frame. And there's these 2 big female and male buckle here, and then there's a smaller female and male. And this cross strap is just to hold it in place when you don't have the tank bag on there. So that thing can just stay there and live there as you need it. But if you want to take it off, you just unclip the cross strap and then kind of pull it through. I have it kind of like under some cables here, so it won't push up. See that? So there's the, I'll just do a cross strap here. So it's kind of like that. This is where your yoke goes through this hole right here. So when you're mounting it, you just have to make sure you're conscious of where this male is and this female here, and you just need the opposite. So I need the female on the right side, and I run the male down through here. Some bikes are tighter and some bikes are easier to get this stuff under here. This KLR is pretty easy. Right under. There we go. And then the first thing I'll do is connect that cross strap. There it is. This is probably the most difficult part of the whole mounting right here. And there's lots of adjustments, so if you have you got to go really deep, like on a lot of the BMWs, you're going to have to go deep, and you just loosen all the straps off. There we go. Got my male and female ready to go. And then, depending on how your tank is laid out and your bike and everything, KLR has a pretty nice long tank on it, so I can just kind of run it right there. But if you have less room, you can run it right way up forward like this. And this harness right here is attached lower onto the Nomad, so it sort of wraps around the tank. And so you can have this thing, you can run it just like this, so it's touching your handlebars. As long as you can turn the handlebars and it's not interfering, then it gives you all this cockpit room here. Okay, so I'm just putting the Nomad back on my tank here. So you just kind of connect the steering straps first, the steering column straps first, and kind of get it mounted. This is where you're going to decide how far forward you want it. You can tighten these up like this. And then these lower straps here, see, this is double-sided Velcro that goes through a cam buckle. And so you can loosen these out, and the Velcro doesn't do any holding. It's only to hold the strap down. So you can connect that lower strap down, and then you just tighten it, reef on it on that cam buckle. And all this is for is just to keep that strap in place. And the Velcro is sewn in sections like this. So depending on how far down you have to go on your bike, some bikes you're going to attach it up here, some bikes, you know, it's going to be way down here, like on some of the 1190s, it's way down here. So you need all this strap, but some bikes you don't. So if you don't need all this strap, the reason we did it in sections is you can just cut it right at one of these seam breaks and then take a lighter and just melt the webbing, and then you won't have any extra strap there. So on this bike I would just cut it right there and melt it, and that's it.